Hi, I'm Mike of Near Left Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. This is the Duna Explorer with Bill Kerman on board, and I desperately hope I am not going to, in fact, burn up in the atmosphere. I have an orbital a velocity of 950 meters per second. I have 586 meters per second left in my lander stage. And I also have a parachute, and I have no idea if the parachute is of any use whatsoever. I also don't know when I should deploy the parachute. So, yeah. I may not have enough. I've just realized a thing I can do. Right, let's untime warp. Let's give myself some time. This may be foolish, but yes, this is foolish, but I'm doing it anyway. So grab that and that and that and that. What we are going to do, going to find my lander. That's my get out of here. That's my get back into orbit. But there's no point getting back into orbit if we smash into the ground. Right, so I'm now officially landing. I've got a suicide burn speed, so that's the official thing that's happening. Right, so at the moment, I'm not coming back. But I would rather... What do I want to do? I can simply stay in orbit. No, well, I'd have to get back into orbit is what I would have to do at this stage. And just go back home. I'm not going that fast. I'm not going. Well, I've actually passed my periapsis, so I'm actually going to be landing kind of there-ish, which is on the night side, but yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. So I'm going faster than I would on a moon thing, but I'm really only going Mach 2-ish, which on Kerbal would actually mean that I'm not. I wouldn't even be getting heat shock thing. I don't think. I don't need Kerbal alarm clock just a minute. Go away. We're not EVA reporting though, so we're just going to leave that. Alright, let's go for it. Well, I think I'm better off waiting. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So my suicide burn delta at the moment is 384 meters a second, but that's not my vertical speed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where it's getting that number from, that suicide delta V, because it's not my vertical speed, which I would have thought would be the right amount. It's also not my surface speed, and that's not my horizontal. That is also not my horizontal speed. That's my velocity in total compared to. Hmm. Compared to the surface. That's including my horizontal and my vertical and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know. Okay, so now the thing says I want to get below 300 meters a second because that's when I can deploy my parachutes. Now I'm hearing a bit of atmospheric kind of effect there. Still very high up. I think I'm going to start burning when that gets to about 10k. So I'm hearing some atmospheric effects here. What are you? Right. Right. Under 300 meters a second. Let's have that go a little higher. So I shouldn't now lose the chute. I don't know if it's actually going to help me enough. Let's put my gear out. So a lot is going to depend on what happens when I get to that 2,000 meters. But it's not as bad as it seems. I'm actually 3,000 feet, 3,500 meters above. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. I haven't died of anything yet. Right, any moment now that's going to go. Right, so I'm really quite, whoa, right, this is, I think I'm going to live. Bill, yes, safe. So we're going straight down, which is what we want. Let's turn off SAS. Now we're going, even with the parachute, we're going faster than I'd want, but I'm only going at 22 odd meters a second, and that's not getting hugely different. Yes! We live! Party on Mars. Okay. Alright, so a bit of a wait as we go down. Then I'm going to want to bring my right, let's do it now. I'll bring that down as soon as I can. That's probably gentler than I actually need to. I'm going to do a quick adjustment that I don't really need to do. Yes! We are on Duna! Oh! I've actually got lots of Delta V left. Yes! That was, in the end, much less stressful than I thought it was going to be. Right, now. We are going to shut off all the engines. Oh my lord, I cannot believe that worked. Now I want to repack that chute. Now can I just do... No, okay. Would have been nice, but there you go. And we're pointing more or less north, which means when I go, I can just go. So, okay, so we now, before we do anything else, we're going to grab all this fuel. And we're going to put it back in here. Wow, I had fuel left. I had tons of fuel left. Wow. I didn't need to do that at all. I'm glad I did, because it made me, I felt a lot safer. But I didn't need to do that at all. Wow. Now I'd like to repack my chute now. I'd like to just get that out the way. But hang on, while we're here. Crew report. Oh, wait a minute. Keep data. Ah, okay, yes, I need to... Well, EVA. EVA report. Take data. Store data. Repack chute! Yes! Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, I could kiss you. Really could. Now I need to board, because I can't do the experiments remotely because I'm not a scientist. So atmospheric pressure scan, gravity scan. We will do a material study. 200 science room. We'll do Mr. Goo. Seismic scan. And a temperature scan. I'm just going to say, just for the record, that I could in theory, because I've got Delta V left and think go hop somewhere else. I'm not going to even try. I actually don't even remotely have the Delta V to do it. 300 odd. Alright, EVA. Now I think he's the EVA report's in there, so he did an EVA. Yeah, I want to do it doesn't matter. I want to do an EVA anyway at the bottom. So down we go. Get slightly stuck. Oh, I hope he's going to be able to get back up there again. So EVA report from down to the ground. Surface sample. 240 science for a surface sample. Plant flag. Oh no! We made it! We didn't die! Safe. Oh, I was going to do more actually. The flag's broken. Right, so I have to put it back down again. So I have to do that again. There we go. Australia flag. There we go. Duna landing site. We made it. We didn't die. Snacks are safe. You can't seem to do enter on that one, which is a pity because I really want to do a tagline, which is how long before I can get home again. Anyway, right, we're down here, so we're going to grab all the data. Okay, yeah. I kind of smashed my head into the thing in order to get collect data, take data. It's kind of a pity that he wasn't able to. I really wish I could have taken a scientist along. That would have been quite nice. Because I would have been able to do a lot more of these experiments and get a lot more science. But hey, that is the way of things. And that's log the seismic data, which so that doesn't have any new science in it. Does that have anything in it? It does. So does the thermometer. So does that. And that doesn't. Because mysteriously the seismic data is only available once you're on the ground, which is fine. So that is all the science gained. Now I've just the problem is I can't actually fit up that ladder between those two areas. So I'm desperately hoping that I'll be able to there we go. Now do I have anything on that? Take data from that. Less important on the grounds that I'll be taking that with me. God, this is a ridiculously overspec. I've got, you know, you only need one experiment. You don't need all of them. I thought you needed them for balance, but you don't. Same's been done with that. Don't need that. Right, well, we are done. And there's something there which we already have. Gravity scan while high in space. So some of those we have all those. Some of those we have already, so that's fine. What are you complaining about? Crew report. We've got a crew report, haven't we? Dark spots on the surface of Duna were once thought to be darkness. Vegetation growing near the poles as the season changes. Now known that dark coloration is in fact caused by seasonal dust storms. How I know this, right, when I'm like quite a ways away from the poles, is an interesting question. I don't think I'm anywhere close enough to another biome to bother walking to another biome. So that's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to leave now. I can't believe this worked. Now the thing is, when I say I'm going to leave now, 75,000 Kerbal bucks. When I say I'm going to leave now, what I really mean is I'm going to leave in about a year's time. time. If so, Duna to Kerbin is 1 year, 182 days, and 0 hours away. So that's quite some time. So I am going to basically transmit the first piece of data that I've got, and it gives me 100% data, which is that one, which is an EVA report. So that's going to get transmitted. And that's going to give me a new contract. That's a contract I have now got. I wonder if I should transmit everything that I can. It might be an idea, actually. I mean, these are little piddly things, but if I can transmit it for 100% science, that's my other antenna. It seems to me if I can, then I really should. Because if it's 100%, it's 100%. So it's a piece of science, because I still don't 100% know that I'm going to be able to get back. So a lot of these things, like the EVA reports and the crew reports, they can be sent back for 100% data, so I might as well, is my thinking. It has the advantage that that means that the fine folks back at Kerbal Space Center can use that data right away to make new things. All right, that's the lot. I'm now on 18582 science. I actually got at least 300 out of that. That's quite a lot. And oh, I don't like this. Got a little whirly thing. My cursor's going all whirly. I don't know. This would be an unfortunate time to crash. I suspect it's just I accidentally moused over the contracts thing, and that always gives me this weird slowdown, and I'm desperately hoping that's all it is. That's what it seems to be. Good. Explore Duna. Transmit or recover scientific data from 37,500 Kerbal bucks. And I successfully explored Duna, so 375,000 Kerbal bucks for that. So that's another contract done. Woohoo. And in about a year, I'm going to have to start looking at getting him back. Well, no, a year and a half, I'm going to start looking at getting him back. So it's an awfully good thing that he can make snacks out of Mars rock or something. Slightly more accurately, it's a good thing I don't have to think about these things. So, on that note, as we've set up our first Duna base, I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the videos. Find Nearly Left Dice at nearlyleftdice.com, and we're also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars.